Good morning, everyone. Here we are on the morning of day 13. Active search and rescue continued throughout the night, and these teams continue through extremely adverse and challenging conditions. Through the rain and through the wind, they have continued searching. They paused only briefly for lightning, which is legally required, for up to 30 minutes for pauses whenever there's a lightning strike within 2.5 miles of the site. Regarding the impacts of Tropical Storm Elsa, we do continue to expect occasional gusts and strong showers today, and we're closely monitoring the weather, and we now have our weather service embedded within our search and rescue teams to work closely to track for any changes that could impact the work to assure the safety of our first responders. Through the team's ongoing efforts, we have recovered 4 additional victims. The number of confirmed deaths is now 32, with 26 of those identified. 191 people are accounted for, and we have 113 reports of people who are potentially unaccounted for. As I've mentioned before, the detectives are conducting ongoing and very thorough review of these names and these reports. Many were originally submitted incomplete. So we may only have a name without an apartment number, without a date of birth, or other details. So of that 113, only around 70 of those are people we have been able to confirm were in fact in the building during the collapse. Our detectives continue to follow up on every single report that was submitted, but in many of these cases, they aren't able to reach the person who originally submitted the report. So it's a distant relative or someone overseas without clear details, and that makes it very difficult for us to determine whether an individual was in fact in the building. We continue to urge all of the families who are missing loved ones to please reach out and connect with us so that our detectives can file missing persons reports with the police, and we want to confirm every single account. Every single life that has been lost is a beloved family friend, a best friend, someone's child or parent or niece or cousin or grandparent, and we know that waiting for news is unbearable. The waiting, and the waiting is unbearable. And so receiving that your loved one is gone is also unbearable, but we need information to be able to confirm exactly who is missing. Please continue to hold all of the families in your hands and your hearts and in your prayers during this unimaginably difficult time. We're also working hard to provide respite and support to the men and women of the USAR teams wherever possible. And today we brought in cooling stations closer to the site to provide relief from the ongoing heat, as well as county buses where they can take quick breaks from the wind and other conditions. We're also grateful to the support from Royal Caribbean, which is providing a docked ship where first responders can also rest between the shifts. NIST, our federal partner, continues to work closely with the structural specialists, with detectives, and the fire rescue crews on site as the evidence gathering process is well underway. The teams are extremely well coordinated. They're capturing all possible insights from the debris, and all evidence is being properly tagged and logged. The U.S. Geological Survey and National Science Foundation are also sending additional staff, and the LiDAR scanners are working so that we can better analyze the debris given the rough terrain of the pile, and to make sure that we have the proper equipment and personnel on the site. All this evidence will be critical to the NIST eventual fact-finding report, and as we are working on all levels, local, state, and federal, to provide answers and accountability for the victims of this unthinkable tragedy. And we're going to be making policy changes, as you know, at every level and at every step in the building process to ensure that this can never, ever happen again.